He wants to get you pregnant before he marries you to prove that you are fertile. If you not get belle, I'm not gonna marry you. Girls of these days, they too they waka waka. Many of them don't get womb. Why not marry a single mother? Marry a single mother. Let me tell you, young girls, a lot of you are becoming so desperate, and desperation comes with stupidity. When you're desperate, you become senseless. It simply means your brains are numb. Any man that gives you condition to marry you, that's a red flag of a no-no. Let me tell you, sometimes most infertility comes from men, not women. Gone are those days when if you cannot have a child, they'll tell you he's a woman. It's a lie. Most times they are men. So stop allowing a man use you and abuse you in the name of marriage. Any man that gives you condition that you must born Peking before he marry you is not a man. It's a boy with manhood. Marriage is different from having children. If you want to be a mom, it is different from being a mother. If you want to be a wife, it is different from being a mother. There are two different rules. That's the reason why we have single mothers. There are some people that don't want to get married, but they want to have children. There's some people that want to be wives and they don't want to have kids. There are two different rules. Somebody should stop telling you, oh, because you don't want, you have to born before I marry you. Marriage is not for burning. In as much as, yes, we should come to the world and multiply, but that's not the major reason why you get married. You marry for companionship. That's why they say for better, for worse. You can get married and something will happen. Because you cannot give birth does not mean that you live the wayward life. Because you cannot give birth does not mean that you were a prostitute. Sometimes you could have issues. It could be infection. It could be complication. It could happen to anybody. Some women have fibroid. There is no cause of fibroid. It can come from anywhere. And a man that will have to give you condition that does not even know what is going to happen in the future is a small boy. They've not even started beating the music and he's complaining. For better, for worse has not started. Forever, and he's telling you to carry belle first. Why did you not tell him to marry you first before he enter you? After all, the Bible said we should not fornicate. You forgot that part of the Bible. So if they want to give you condition of born before I go marry you, tell them, Oga, marry me before I go open leg. Women, you need to wisen up. You are allowing these men to play you. Come on. I don't know what people tell you about marriage, but let me tell you something. Marriage is not the ultimate. And marriage is not as sweet as you see it. I am one relationship therapist that will tell you the truth. And if you see married couples, ask them. Tell them I said, Okoro Blessing said, marriage is not as sweet as they paint it. There is more work in marriage than sweetness. You will till the soil. You will plant. Remember that when you are planting, you will be digging. You will plant before you pluck. Do you know what it is? Nobody deceive you and tell you that you are going to marriage to go and eat rice and beans. I see. Forget Z word now, Telemundo and all this Nollywood movie. Happy ever after is a lie. After all, you can see most of our Nollywood actresses. You can see the drama, all the business. Marriage is work. Don't let anybody tell you because of baby, because of child. Oh, guy, if you want us to have children, tell me. If you want me to be your baby mama, tell me. Yes. At least we have gotten to the point in society where people are now setting baby mama. If you know you're not ready to be a wife, have kids. Motherhood is different from being a wife. It is not every woman that can be a wife and be a mother. Stop letting society force you. The problem is that people think that I have to be a wife to be a mother. It's a lie. You can be a good mother and be a bad wife. You can be a good father and be a bad husband. Yes, there are so many men that love their children but they hate their wife. They are good to their children, but they're not good to their wives. Sometimes when people come for counseling, I ask them, how do you love your kids so much and you don't like the women that gave birth to them? They say, I don't know. They are my blood. Oh, okay. Because your children are your blood and your wife is not your blood. That's the reason why you cannot love her as much as you can love your kids. It's so easy for us to throw our spouses away when they make us angry. Do you know how many atrocities our children have committed, but yet we still keep covering them up? Do you know how many times our children have broken our hearts, disappointed us, failed us, abandoned us? But anytime they come back, we accept them back like the prodigal son. But if your wife just do small thing, you don't pursue and come off her house. Do you now understand that the role between wife and mother is different? So let nobody compel you when you are not prepared. Wife is a different ball game. Motherhood is a different ball game. You can be a wife and not be a mother. You can be a mother and not be a wife. And you can be the both. Make sure you are prepared. There are two different roles. Don't let society compel you into something you are not prepared for. That's the reason why some women will give birth and be complaining. They are not good mothers. Yes, some women are good wives. That's why you see some women, they like their husband. When it comes to sex, they are good. When it comes to cooking, they are good. When it comes to anything man, some people are very good with man, but they are not good with children. But there are some women that are good with children, they are not good with their husband. Have you not noticed it? There are sometimes you will have kids, it will look as if your children have stolen the attention from your husband. And there are some women that will have kids and they will still be loving their husband. And there are some women that can play the both role, manage both their children and their husband. Oh, you don't know? So don't let anybody compel you into saying, come and born to prove you are going to be a wife. A child cannot trap a man. If you like, born 12. And you know the psychological part about having children as a woman. Now you go train them. If you like, go court, especially in Nigeria, our justice system does not work. If you're outside the country, yes, it's okay. Government will help you. Nigeria, my Nigerian women, you go born 5, you go use your hand, sweat, train all of them. So you better open your eye and shine your eye. Let them not run you streets. Let someone not come and compel you into having a child. A lot of men have compelled you into getting pregnant. You've gotten pregnant, you've given birth, yet they cannot train the children. How did most of you become single mom? I love you, I love you, I love you. You don't even wear condom, no protection, no future, no plan. I love you, you carry belly. Where are you today? Are you not suffering alone with that child? A lot of men who are even married cannot take care of their children. Or Fozi and Kena no baby. The ones that have married you can't even take care of children. A lot of women are carrying their homes. This is one reality that does not come to the internet. Forget all the noise. Some people telling you I'm a man, I'm a mama. A lot of women are men and women in their houses. A lot of men don't carry responsibility because women cannot sit down and watch their children suffer. A lot of women are hawking on the street just to train their children. If it's left for us women, we will not work. We work and we strive because of our children. We want to give them a better tomorrow because there are lots of irresponsible men. So don't let a man compel you and tell you, hey, come and born for me. Come and born. Oh, God, I should come and born for you. How? You have to be able to take care of me before you can take care of a child. I need to see the kind of love you give me before I can carry picking for you. Do you know what it is to carry a child for 9 months? Or is it because God used to bless most of you? You enter the labor room and come out and shit picking. Some people go there and never come out. A lot of you young girls take this privilege for granted. I said, let me warn you. Yes, you. Titi, Precious, Somto, Nkechi, Blessing, blessing. I'm a kamu na gale umi hangozi chukuka. Choma, na unasabi waka neka. Kampono ga tik. Nem. Close your leg. As they sweet you, close your leg. Do not get pregnant for any man just because he is giving you a condition to marry. If you must get pregnant, let it be your choice that you are ready to be a single mom and you have the capacity to train that child you're bringing into this world. Let having a child be your choice so that you can prepare for this child. Because the worst thing that can happen to you as a mother is to be alive and watch your child suffer for something to eat. I swear to God, I don't think you want to have that experience. So please, plan your life. You know I will always be here to remind you. I know most of you will not like me, but in future, you will remember me and say, there's this beautiful woman that was always sounding a warning bell to us. Look at my life. And I'll be happy to tell God on the last day, I did my job. I won them. Don't forget, we have an office right here in Lagos State. And you can call our number if you want counseling, you want to talk to Blessing CEO, 070-195-11795. Our office is right here in Lagos State, Lekki. Trust me, we are very affordable. Start paying for therapy. It's very important so that your lives will not be shattered and miserable. Sorry.